Hi everyone, welcome back to Jacob's Village and welcome to another episode of Orange Blossom here on City Skylines 2. So if you didn't see that last episode, we put our road infrastructure in with our low density housing, a few commercials which we'll definitely need more of, but we went ahead and built our unique warehouse district here. We haven't got a name for it yet, so feel free to put any names for it in the comments below, but essentially we've got a signature building here in the middle with a custom built car park, and we put, because it's a warehouse district, only warehouses, so no chimneys, no smoke, and loads of trees around the outside, so it looks a little bit greener. If you're wondering why this looks a bit different, that's because the game crashed and for some reason it decided to reset all my settings, almost like I'd never played the game before. So couldn't remember what those are, so we've gone in and basically selected medium quality everything and taken off all the clouds and the shadows, so you can see it looks like a cleaner build. So yeah, if it looks a bit different, that's why. Today's build, we're going to be, I'm quite excited for this, got a bit of inspiration, but we're going to be building our seafront here. We will go in and put a school in this area, maybe our medical centre in somewhere as well, so we do need to get those really important buildings in going forwards. But yeah, let's jump in and put together our seafront here. So with our beachfront, and you can see here, this is the kind of look that we're going for, with the shops on the right, some little shop fronts. Yes, they've probably got some accommodation above them there, so maybe we can convert that to mixed commercial as we go along. But we've got the shorefront here. If you look, you've got the shops on the right, and then you've got the beach on the left. We might put some chairs, some little shop stalls along the side there, but the main thing is we've got the beach, we've got the trees alongside, and I think that's going to look really good. Now, I've taken this from Weymouth. It's in the UK, so you can go and check that out yourself. This is on Google Maps, but it gives you an idea of what a realistic seafront might look like, and kind of the idea or where I've got this inspiration from. So this is going to be our guide going forward. So the first thing I am going to do is go in and just sort out our terrain first of all. And what I will do to make this a little bit easier to deal with is level out all of this. So I'm going to grab this and make it look like really shallow water. We're going to go and do that all the way along first of all. We're not going to be too precise. This does make it much easier to play around with the land, level it out, make it what we want going forward. So I'll just finish this off now. Right, that looks so much better. Makes it a little bit easier for us to extend out here. I will be sloping this out, smoothing this out a little bit later on when we can go ahead and buy these tiles around the side, but we'll deal with that a little bit later on. So let's go in now, get this land leveled out how we want it, and get this seafront set out. I will have to level this out and delete this, so let's jump in and do that now. Right, now that's done, and I've made this quite pointy. I want to have a pointy end so we can put some boulders and things down the end, put some nice little detailing. You'll see what I want to do later on with that. But now I've done that, should be a little bit easier with this more shallow ocean, shallow sea here we're going to have at the front of our seafront. We can now go and smooth this out nicely and get a nice sort of dipping into the ocean beach. There, see, that looks fantastic. So we'll go in and put our road in here. I want to have enough room for the beach, but at the same time enough room behind for some small little shops, because I would like along here some little restaurants or little convenience stores, or yeah, anything that you could buy at the beach that you can buy in shops along here, as you saw on our example on Google Maps. So what I will do first of all, we'll get these in first because it will give us a chance to see what they look like, is put in some commercial along the back here. And we will stagger it down a little bit. There we go. We'll leave that like that. I might even make this a 2 at the end there. There you go. So we have some little ones down towards the end, because I think commercial shops wise, they're going to be or the bigger commercial buildings or shops are going to want to be right at the front here where everyone's going to see it. And typically you have your little ones down the end where they don't have to pay as much for that, because it's not prime position there, so it should be a lot cheaper. Okay, that looks fantastic. So we'll see. Let's press play, see what types of stores come in there. And if there's lots of petrol stations and buildings like that, then I think we'll change it. We'll put our own ones in. So let's go ahead now and put in. So this is where we're going to use my new Find It tool that I've downloaded. I think if we type in sand here, and I think it's sand 1 that we want, we can go in and put in our beachfront. I'll put that straight across, and then we're just going to randomly go along the beachfront here, and we will going to go back a little bit. I'm going to try and finish level with that shop there. Nice. Is that overlapping a little bit? If it is, I will change it. There we go. That'll do. That's nice. Okay, fantastic. I think that looks good. I might have to move this out a little bit so it doesn't look too messy. Cool. I think that looks good. Do I want to move it out a bit further? No, I don't. I don't think that looks as good. Right, there we go. That looks good. I'm going to decide if I'm going to make that, or the beach here, a little bit smaller as we go. But what I want to do now, while we're giving those time to come in, is select some boulders. So I obviously need to polish off these lines, or try and hide the lines anyway. So we select our random boulders. We'll select Anarchy, so we can put these wherever we want. Go along here. Hide that line there. Make this look like where the end of the beach would be. I think that looks pretty cool. Nice. And then we're going to do the same here as well. I think you typically see those at the end of beaches sometimes. So I think that's quite a nice look. And then I will grab our vegetation and just put some trees at the back here. And when I've decided, I will level this out in a second because that looks a bit steep. I don't like the look of that. I will put some more trees along the back here as well when I've decided if these shops are appropriate or not. I will be, though, getting in some more wild bush along the back here, just to smooth that out there. I like that a lot. That looks wicked. That hides the end of the beach. And I'll do this side in a second, so I'll explain what we've got, or what my ideas are here going forward. Okay, so that looks brilliant. I really do like that. What I would like to do, however, is soften this out first. And hopefully this will look a little bit better. Okay, nice. That looks good. Let's see what sort of buildings we're getting coming in here. What's this building? Pharmacy. We don't need a pharmacy. We don't need a petrol garage. What is this? This is a cat in a cabin. So I assume that's just a cat store or a pet store. City's car custom. Don't really need that. What have we got here? This looks the same as the other one. Crazy Calibri. What is that? Oh, it's a beverage store. I see. Okay, this is the sort of thing we might get. This sells vehicles though. But this is the type of look that we want to get. But maybe with like a convenience store. This is what we want. Something like this. But it's not medical. So I quite like the look of that. That's the type of shop you'd get on a beachfront. This one, however, definitely something you would get. Textiles, woven wool, sells clothes. Brilliant, quite like that. That's great. Something like that would be an excellent addition. But what I might do is in a minute delete all of those. Let's tell you what, let's delete it. Let's give it a second chance. See what we get. And I will go ahead and build our custom car park first. Is there a way to get rid of the chirper? I don't want the chirper. I can't remember how to turn him off. Let's hope he doesn't annoy us. Right, I've turned chirper off. He won't come back and annoy us anymore, which is great. Okay, so let's build our custom car park then. What I will do first of all though, and I think this, so that you can see your white line grids, you'll need to go in and level all of this terrain. And then I'll smooth this out as well, just to give it a nice finish. So if we go back, and a quicker way to do it is if you collect or click. So we got to there. You click your pathways, it brings it straight up. Right, there we go. Nice. We've got 2 car park spaces there. We're going to go for pavement. And I believe the one I like, which is slightly different to your normal pavement, is the second one here. And then we draw out along the back here. I'll give it a little bit more space either side. That way we can add some detailing. This you can change as you go. Is put that like that. I might extend this back a little bit. And extend that out a touch. There we go. That looks nice and square. Yes, we've got a bit of a dip there. I might try and level that out quickly before we do anything else. There you go. That looks much, much better. And the plan here, first thing we'll do is we're going to grab some bushes that we want. We're going to go for this wild green bush and use this almost like as a perimeter for our car park. What I'll actually do is use this hedge. I like the look of this much, much better. Okay, that looks brilliant. And I'm going to leave a little bit of room here. This is where we can start to add in our assets. If we select booth, get this parking booth, I'm going to put this roughly in the middle. This is going to be where people go to pay. So we'll put that there roughly in the middle. And then to hide that, to make it look like it's part of the car park, we'll finish off our hedgerow and we'll put it along the side. There you go, see that fits in there nicely. Right, now that's done, I will go ahead and put some of our trees around the outside. Not using line tool. Make sure you've got Anarchy on so you can overlap these a little bit as well. There you go, nice. Look at that, that's a nice view. Imagine coming into this park somewhere and you see that nice view. That looks brilliant. Okay, so now we've done that, what I will do is put more bushes along the front here as well. There we go, brilliant. Now we're going to grab some decals. If you scroll down, you should be able to get some like this. And we also want to select our arrows, spelled with 2 R's. And we'll go for, should be EU arrow. There you go, EU forward arrow. Make sure you know what side you've selected when you've started your game. I've got mine on the left, so make sure my arrows are on the left. And what we will be hoping is that people decide to park in this car park. We'll have to see going forward. And already that is starting to look great. What I would like, if we go to sign, hoping, oh, there's a lot there. Let's go to parking. Should be a parking sign here somewhere that we'll use. There we go. Put these just in behind the bushes. Nice, that looks good. And now we've done that, we're going to grab some other little props. Let's go to barrel. I'm going to get the wooden ones. I really like these. We're just going to put these in the corner in some random spots. I think this will look great. Just to add a little bit of character to our build. And then I'm going to get some barriers. I do want to separate the two car parks, and I quite like this one. And we'll go, let's go 4 meters. About 4 meters I think is a good amount. And I do believe we have to rotate this 90 degrees to get it the way that we want. Okay, I'll put that in there. Perfect. And that separates the two car parks. And I think that is really starting to come together. That looks nice. Right, so with the car park finished, which I think looks great, we're going to have a little play around. We've got all the same building. Wow, that is rubbish. We're going to take these out, dezone it, and put our own buildings in. See, these are quite nice, but I would like it the other way around without the car park as well. So let's take these out and see what options we've got here going forward. I'm just going to delete all of this. Right, that should be gone. We'll get it bulldozed. Right, and restart. Okay, we tried though, guys, we tried. So let's grab, let's go commercial low. So it's this type of building that we want. That was the same as the one we had before, so that's great. See, that's quite nice. I'll put that in. What else do we have? That looks quite cool. Oh, we can have 2 of those in. Slightly different. That one's got some pops out the front. That's a slightly longer building, probably too big for really what we're looking for. What else would we like? What about some 3? Oh, that's quite cool. Get some 3x4s in there. Now we've got some 2x4s that we could use. I've just put some of those in. That's quite nice. I quite like those 4x3s. Cool. We're a little bit limited what we've got, so we have to be careful. What other 3s have we got? Have we got any of these in yet? I think we've got one of those in. We've got space for one there, and then we've got space for another. Have we got any 4x4s? Yeah, we've got this one. It's got a little car park. Let's just see how that looks. Right, let's turn this off. What do we think? Do we think that looks much better? Oh, I think that looks much better. I will sort that gap out there in a minute. But yeah, that looks so much better. Now that's starting to look like a proper beach front. Okay, so now that's done, we're going to get some more trees along the back here. Right, so now I've got the trees in along around the back, which I think is starting to look much better. going to start to detail up this beachfront, hopefully getting our palm trees. So we're going to use the new assets from the beach pack along the front here. Maybe some little rocks around it and lots of sunbeds. Yeah, you'll see. It will start to look really, really good. So let's grab our palm trees first of all. See which ones we actually want to use. We've got coconut. Don't like the look of that one. We've got the raw palm tree. And oh, I quite like these. These look great. So we're going to grab our line tool. How far apart do we want these? How far is 4 meters? Definitely not enough. If we go out to 10 meters, that's a lot of trees still. $12 meters. Now that's a good amount. Nice. Yeah, I like that. That looks pretty cool. That does look good. We're going to get a few coconut trees just randomly. Oh, do we go for Florida palm? Yeah, let's go for some Florida palms. This is going to be more of a sporadic thing. Just putting some random palm trees in on the front. Did we just put... Oh, it's just selected the same ones, guys. Apologise. Yeah, so let's get in some Florida palms. I quite like the look of these. We'll just randomly get these placed along here. Cool. And then we'll grab our rocks, which is what I want to use. The rocks are some extra level of detailing. We'll select random rock just so they're not all the same boring monotone rock. Should be a random rock. Am I going blind? Have I gone past it? Oh, there it is. It's just, yeah, a little bit hidden. Something like that. We won't do all of them. There we go, nice. That just adds a little bit more detailing. Right, so we found some nice deck chairs that we can use, which I will place along here. Nice, we can put some here as well. Maybe change the angle of some of them. Even change the type of deck chair we have as well. So we'll put a few of these out too. So let's go ahead, sprinkle a few of these in, and then we'll show you what we've come up with at the end. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to use some of these commercial table sets, more looking at these wooden ones here, and putting these down as something that people also might use. They want to grab their food, go sit on the beach and eat. I think this sort of thing would be brilliant. And we'll have some little clusters around everywhere. There you go, that's starting to look really, really good. I quite like that. I like what I've done there. What I would like to do, and this is something that I think is a great idea, if we go to playground, I think we can get the playground from the elementary school. Touch this in here. How does that look? I might have to just smooth that out quick, but that looks great. And it blends in quite nice. I think that's a great little touch. Little kids can go and play in that playground. Makes me excited about walking all the way down to the end of the seafront. That's brilliant. Let's smooth that out and we'll see how it looks. Yeah, I like that. I think it looks really, really, really good. That's brilliant. What I would want to do now, let's find our pathways here. Invisible pedestrian path. What I would like to do is put one that goes along the beach here somewhere, so people can walk their dogs, walk along the beach. We'll make this line a little bit sporadic. Go, join that up there, and I'll join this up maybe here. That's perfect. Hopefully, I'll put this along here as well, just to make sure. This is the first time I've used this, so hopefully people walk along there now. If we click on this spaces and area tool I've got here, what I would like to do is put a hang around area in. So this is where typically they relax, spend time. So if I can draw an area out here, the great thing with this tool, this mod, is it will hopefully make this look like a more realistic area work, mainly because people are going to be using it. So if you don't already have this mod, can't remember what it's called, but go and check it out. It is brilliant. Like I said, I've put all the mods I use in the description below, so you can go and check those out. Oh, that looks wicked. I'm really liking the look of that. That looks fantastic. And that's our little beach along here. I might put a few more trees in just to fill out the space. It's not just empty area, but that's what I like. Really cool. Really, really cool. I'm really happy with that. Right, that's complete. Looks fantastic. I might see if I can put another shop here, or another 2 shops on the corner, maybe get something slightly bigger. So let's go and check that out now. We've got loads of demand for everything, so I don't really need to worry about that too much. Our population's up to 300. It's not going to grow too much higher because I've not put any more residential housing in. Right, so let's go to commercial low, see if we can get there we go. We've got 2 bigger buildings in the back there. I think they look quite cool. Don't know what this one is, but that's funky. And we've got 2 similar ones here, but I quite like the look of them, so I don't mind if we have 2 the same at the front there. And that should complete our seafront. What I will do for even more detailing is go along, again, grabbing our table set. If we get the ones with lots of chairs, we can detail up the front of these buildings like that. That looks pretty cool. If we maybe get a steel one for these. This one we'll try some wooden benches. That will look quite nice. Just to mix up the look a little bit. Sweet. We'll go for wooden here as well. And maybe 2 little ones there on our cute little shop down the end. And then what you can also do is grab your signs. We're going super high-tech detailing here. And just grab some random stands to put at the front of these buildings. That's quite cool. We can grab another one here, spin it round, put it that way. There, nice. That's nicely detailed. That is really starting to come together. So let's change the road layout here. Now, we don't have advanced road tools yet, so let's go in and unlock that. Advanced road surfaces, that's the one we want. Let's unlock it. And then I believe we can go in and change this. Now, this is where I might just go for the concrete only one, or the sidewalk. What I might do though is put grass on the right. Now we'll see how that looks. What do we think? Could we have it both sides? Visually, I think that would be a lot more pleasing. Let's do that. Yeah, I think that looks better. That looks nice. Cool, cool, cool. That has really come together. So let's go and see if we can move this. I don't know what I've done to make this go like that. I don't know if it was that bin I put in. It's just not happy. Let's delete it and start again. That's always my solution. Don't know why it just doesn't like it there. Really doesn't like it. What about if we move it a little bit closer? We put it closer. Let's snap it. Let's snap it to here. Not sure why it doesn't like that. No pedestrian access. Pedestrian path is required. Now, I have seen people walking along the beach. That's great. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and from this angle, you can see it actually starting to look. Let's flip into our camera mode. Okay, from this angle, starting to look really cool, the beachfront. That's wicked. I'm loving that. I really am loving that. Okay, so now our beachfront is done. We're going to go ahead and start to get in our other areas. We'll deal with that a little bit later. Next thing I'd like to do is put our school in. We're not going to mess around with the detailing today, but the plan is to have the school in here in this area. This is going to be the little access road into the school. That's important. I'll complete that, finish it off. And if we grab our high school here, I say high school, I mean elementary school. I'm going to put that there. And we are going to go ahead and put in, we're going to go ahead and put in the children's clinic upgrade and the playground. Does it look better? Yeah, I think that looks much better with all the additions on. So that's cool. We're going to leave that as it is. And then we will detail up next time around. So that's great. That's starting to take shape. We do have a lot of demand for medium density. And what I would like to do, and what you typically see, is quite a high population in a small amount, in a small area without towering buildings. So this is a great chance opposite our school to have in some medium density row housing. And do we go for European, or do we go for European? Let's stick with the European and put this in here, 4 deep again, all the way across. We'll see how these come out. I'm hoping they all come along Dean Street here, all in a row. That's the goal. We'll see how those look. I will demolish those so they come in a little bit quicker. Hopefully they fill out quick. We've got enough demand to fill up that whole row. Okay, while that's coming in, we're gonna have a think about now where we're gonna put our medical clinic. This area is going to be our office over here, office area. The question is, where do I want to put this? It's quite a nice space here for it. Let's put it in there for now. That's quite central. It will be quite central as we expand out this way. So that'll be quite nice. So we'll keep that there for now. And then we've got landfill that we need to get in as well. Once we've got this in, this will unlock level 3. So let's go, and I would like to keep this landfill away from the main town. Now, I might have this as like a little separate industrial area. So if I go ahead and buy all the land over here, so I can purchase all this land here, I get these 5 tiles, and I can purchase all this, because what I would like over here, and this is either here or here, it's going to be a great spot to have our railway buildings. So we're going to put that in here, and further along this way I would like to get our landfill area. Like that, and that gives us lots of room to play with. Like I said, we'll go down, connect this up, and then off of this we'll probably have the landfill on the main road. Probably somewhere about there. Oh, cool. We've unlocked our a large village, so that's brilliant. We won't mess around with that the size of the landfill just yet. And this is where I'd like our small little industrial area coming just off of it. We have tons of demand for low density industrial area, so we'll get that in now. Okay, and we'll use all of that space. And because we've got a highway here, I will need to go in and connect all of this up. So our plan, we'll try and run this roughly along the highway. And then we'll connect it across. Oh, that's where our road starts. Oh, I connected it straight across. Look at that. Sometimes it works wonders. And then we need some electricity in here as well. So we'll do exactly the same process. Put it underground though. Right, cool. That's satisfied our demand for our industry. We've still got tons of demand for commercial. Yes, we put some along the beachfront here, but we've still got lots more demand. What I would like to do is fill in low density all the way down here for our commercial stuff. That will hopefully satisfy a lot of the demand. Okay, so what I'm going to do is delete the row housing that's not the right size. Grab our zoning tool, which has now vanished. Let's go ahead and put all this in. And then what I would like to do is let's I'll tell you what. Dezone this area, delete all of these out. Hopefully they're building horizontal. When that's done, we can then go in and zone up the last square. Bit fiddly, but my zone tool has decided to vanish. I don't know why. I will go in and put it back on later on. So next time we play, it's going to be there. And that's starting to look great. We've got low density row housing all the way across there up to the school. That should bring up our population a little bit. Not quite sure why this didn't fill in last time. Again, when I've got my main tool back, I'm going to go in and assign these houses to this street rather than to Forest Street. So let's just get rid of those for now. We can deal with that a little bit later on. And I think this one's done the same thing as well. It's built across and then it blocks anywhere else from building. So if we go ahead and just dezone all of this, delete that out, that's something we can fix next time. Okay, so we've just got to level 3, so we've unlocked fire department, police and administration, and we've unlocked some transportation. So that'll be nice, getting in some transportation next time so that we can have a bus line going along the seafront. I think that'll be brilliant, gives people easy access to this beachfront here. There we go, that's our beach and our seafront today finished. I love the look of the rocks and the little palm trees we've got going along the front. It looks like a great beach to visit. You've got our personalised car park here, which is filling up. Got plenty of people using it and walking along. That's brilliant. I love the parade of shops that we've got going along here. And even though we've got this sign on the small playground, we've still got people in there using it. So there's definitely a pedestrian access point there. Why it says that, I don't know. Maybe it's just an error. But really loving that. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll wrap it up there for today. And we'll see you guys in the next one. So thanks for joining. Take care.